Welcome back, it's Richard here, and today we're going to take a look at an RTA. This arrived about a week ago, and I want to do a shout out to Ray Lopez all the way in US of A. Thank you so much, brother, for setting me up with this RTA here from Youde Technology. Guys, if you don't know who Ray Lopez is, he has his own review channel by the name of Raylo Vapes. So he's got some awesome videos there. Go check him out, okay? Thank you so much. When it comes to a rebuildable tank atomizer, guys, you know, we are sport for choices, especially lately. There's been quite a few that's out and it really works really well. Things like flavor, vapor, airflow control, and even not forgetting good quality build as well. And this is one of them. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. A very limited edition that's, I think, only 4,000 units going around the world. We're talking about the Goliath RTA by Youde Technology. The flavor for this is absolutely awesome, and the vapor, you just saw it. This is another great RTA. You know, I have friends asking me like, every a review that you've done on RTAs and things like that, everything is good, everything is great, you know, is it really that great? Honestly, if it is great, I will tell you it's great. You can't hide away from the facts. This is a great RTA when flavor and vapor is concerned, okay? So anyway, before I carry on, I just also want to mention that for the Goliath RTA, because of the tight working space on the build deck there, it's quite a small build deck, you have to really be familiar with building your coil. You cannot have a coil touching any side of the chimney or the center positive post there, otherwise it'll cause a short. This is suitable for advanced vapors who's familiar with building coils. All right, that said, the Goliath RTA, pretty unique RTA. It's got some unique features in it for a 22mm diameter RTA. Okay, the juice control is one to start with, which actually doubles up as a fill hole as well, and you can control the juice control using this ring around it. Just turn it left or right, okay, which we'll come to. I'll show you in the close-ups. Besides that, this is a dual coil RTA, which has only 2 posts instead of your usual 3-post design. You know, you have the 2 negatives at the side, the positive in the middle. This has only 2. All right, and wicking it is fairly simple because of the way the deck is designed. Yes, it has those 4 juice channels, but you don't have to really, you know, tuck your cotton in there and how much you want to tuck in. You just snip it off, make sure it touches the deck, and that's about it. Screw back the chimney on top of it, and Bob's your uncle. So all this we're going to see in the close-up. Without wasting any more time, let's get on down, get into the close-ups. I'll show you all the parts, show you how to assemble it, come back, we'll talk a little more about it, vape on it, and I'll catch you in a bit. Alright, so a quick unboxing with our Goliath RTA, and this is the box that it came in. Very classy, very nice there. You have the Youde Technology logo right at the top, Goliath rebuildable atomizer, and the side you have these carbon fiber designs on it with a QR code that takes you to their website. You just have to slide it out and you have the device seated right here with a flap here, and of course opening it up you have features written here about the RTA and a little note that says the spare part kits and manual had been placed behind the gift box. Right here you have this little user manual from Youde Technology about the device and all the basic things you need to know, how to set it up and the parts and so forth. So we're going to put that aside, and in there you have a little spares bag with O-rings and also 2 Phillips head screws. I presume they're spares for your negative and positive post. Alright, so this is the Goliath RTA with the word Goliath here, just engraved on it, looking like cursive and very nice indeed. Taking a look all around, and over this side you have these little lines here, you know, those heartbeat monitors. So you have a bigger heartbeat here, which is for the juice control, where you're opening it up, and as it gets smaller here, it means you're closing it up. All right, so basically it's just left and right. If you turn it right, you're closing the juice control, and turn it left, you opened it. All right, here you have a copper contact pin, flathead screwdriver. I presume this is adjustable. Besides that, it says 2015 here, V1 version 10214, the serial number, and you have the Youde logo up there. So mine's 214th. It's a limited edition, and you have a top cap here. Doesn't come with a drip tip, so you can use any of your own drip tips if you'd like to fit it in, and it looks really nice and sleek. Alright, so taking the drip tip out, you have these heat sinks here to keep away heat from getting to your drip tip or to the top. And then you have this juice control ring here, and you have your airflow control here at the bottom where you can close and open, so you can adjust it to any way you like. Break it open, all you got to do is just hold the glass window there and just turn it anti-clockwise, and you would have the top coming off, the top cap coming off. You have this red O-ring around it to hold it against the Pyrex glass. Well, that's how it looks. Next you have the Pyrex glass, which is rather thick, very nice Pyrex glass, no chipping at the sides here. This will be good for all your acidic juices. And next also you would want to take out is the top section of the chimney. The chimney comes in two parts. This is one part of it. Alright, this is the second portion of the chimney. So the chimney is actually made of two parts. One is this, and you just have to screw this back on. Well, that's your chimney. Alright, putting that aside, let's take a look at the bottom cap here with the Goliath engraving there. This is your juice control. In fact, you can take this out, and the other side, that's how it is. There's a little notch here that goes in here, so when you're assembling it back, make sure the notch is there so that it will help stop the thing from turning and turning and turning. Alright, so that's how your fill hole is. Open, close. You see that? Yeah. So we'll put this aside and come to your build deck. It's got two posts instead of your normal 3-post design. Very big post holes there. This is your positive, this is your negative. And excuse my coils, I've got my dual coils in there using 26 gauge. I just wanted to leave it in there to show you how tight the space is between the coil and the center post here. So you got to be very careful when you're building it. Make sure this doesn't extend too much far out. It's just above the air hole in there. The air hole is 3 millimeters in diameter. So you've got two air holes at the bottom, using Phillips screw to screw down your wire. Alright, and I've raised it up high enough so that it's away from this insulator, so not to melt it at the bottom here, and also enough space for air to travel and cool down my coil. As you can see, the juice channels, they're really large juice channels, and when you're wicking, I will show you, all you got to do is just let your cotton reach here, just stop here. Okay, just let the cotton stop here and not below the deck here. So that's the unique design of this, where you don't have to stuff your cotton into the channel. Just let it rest here and you're good to go. Alright, these are your juice channels, 4 juice channels on each side. What I'm going to do is get an atomizer stand right now, and we're going to try and wick this thing and put it back together again. Okay, all you have to do is just push it in. Alright. Alright, so that's one of it. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is just snip it. You want is right there, stopping just over here. Alright, at this point here. Can you see that? That little deck there? Yeah, you just want to stop there. Alright, so I'm just going to estimate. And I'm going to just cut it with a bit of an angle. Alright, same on this side.
and likewise the same on this side. Okay, so once I've got that done, and if I push it down, it is just nice. Alright, so what you want to do now is get some juice and just wet it. It's easier to work with once you put some juice onto the cotton, so that everything stays. Alright, so now you just want to push the cotton right below the deck. And next you just want to just take it, push it to the side here. On the deck, likewise, this side as well. Okay, just make sure your cotton doesn't get caught along the threading. Yeah, basically you just want to sit it there. Okay, that's how your cotton should be. Yeah, just sitting on the deck, not into the channels. Alright, you take your chimney, assemble your chimney, and you want to get this. You see this little notch here? Okay, this goes up onto the middle ring here. Okay, so that's done, and you want to put this through here. There's a little flat side. If you'll take a look at this, it's slightly flat. It's actually going up against that little flat side inside. It will click in just nice. Okay, once you get it right, turn it, you see? Once you get it right, and it sits flush. So once that's done, you just hold it and put in your glass, your Pyrex tank, and the last section where you just screw it in. Once you've got it screwed in hand tight, open and close. That's how it's supposed to be. So you want to fill your juice, open it up, get your needle nose, put it in, or if you want you can use a syringe. Alright, I've got some juice prepared, just put it inside and just pump it in. You see? It takes 4 ml of juice, but normally I just like to pump 3/4 full. That should be okay. Leave some airspace inside, and once that's done, you want to just turn it off, close it. That's your juice in there. So your juice can be sitting there, and you can be recoiling it and putting on a new wick, whatever you want to do. And once you've done that, just have to remove the bottom section here, keep the air, close up the air flow control just in case. And with this, okay, so once it's, very careful with the threads. Okay, so once it sits in, you can open up your airflow again, put on your drip tip. That's it. Let's do away with the pricing and where you can find one, especially for Malaysians. This tank has been out for quite a while actually. For those of you in the US, shouldn't be a problem. I think a couple of shops are carrying it, and it's retailing in the US for about $30 US. For Malaysians right now, the only person I know who's carrying the Goliath RTA is located in Sabah in East Malaysia, which is O&O Vapor Trends. They're retailing it for 160 ringgit, but I believe I've seen retailers on Facebook selling this already. So anyway, what I'll do is, if I come across any more retailers who's selling this, I'll just leave links in the description box for you. You can come back from time to time and just check it out. All right, so but otherwise, O&O Vapor Trends in Sabah is carrying this 160 ringgit. You can do a mail order. They'll send it anywhere in Malaysia for you, no problem at all. You just have to pay the post laju cost, I think, which is about what, 7-8 ringgit or something like that. Okay, the Goliath RTA, what I like and what I nothing to dislike. Actually, it's a pretty good RTA, except for the fact that the deck is a little bit small, so you have to be very careful, be very patient when you're working with it, and make sure your coil don't touch any of the metal parts around it, like your chimney post and even your positive post as well, to avoid getting a short. And what I really like about it is the flavor and the vapor it can produce. And the juice channels are really wide, and the fact that you can control the juice really makes it very helpful. So that's where you get the flavor and also the vapor as well. So the airflow control is another thing. All right, besides that, refilling it, not an issue at all. You know, you don't have to take out any screws at all. Just unscrew the whole entire deck, take it out. You can tweak it, you know, your coils if you want to. You can change your cotton, whatever. You can do a rebuild, a new coil, and then while you still have a full tank of juice, just put it aside, and then after that pop it back in, and you're good to vape again. So these are some of the unique features that I really like about this RTA. Things that I don't like, I can hardly think of anything at the moment. You know, I've had it for about more than a week or so. I've been, you know, trying it out on my 26 gauge wire dual coil, coming up to about 0.4 ohms. Great stuff. And then the fact that you've got these heat sinks at the top, so it helps keep your grip tip cool. One more vape, we're gonna wrap it up. My favorite word, beautiful. Lovely. Really, it is a great vape. Until I talk to you again, vape safe, be good, and thanks for watching. God bless. Bye for now.